It was supposed to be the perfect evening. Our anniversary party, friends, family, laughter, and champagne. I had spent weeks preparing every detail. The decorations, the music, the menu. Everything was perfect. Or so I thought. The night started with smiles and clinking glasses. People laughed, shared stories, and danced. I felt proud of the life we had built, proud of the love we shared. At least, I thought we shared it. Then it happened. It started with a whisper, just faint enough that I thought I had imagined it. "Did you see the way he was looking at her?" I turned slightly, pretending not to care, but the comment stuck like a stone in my chest. And then I noticed him, my husband, James, smiling too widely at someone across the room. My heart sank. The whispers grew louder, the glances more obvious. People were noticing, commenting behind their hands. I could feel it, the betrayal before it even fully revealed itself. I confronted him quietly, pulling him aside. "James, what is going on?" He looked at me with a calmness that made my blood run cold. "Nothing. Relax." But the unease had already spread through the room. Eyes darted between us, laughter from the other side, and suddenly, I realized, everyone knew something I didn't want them to. A friend approached, voice low. "Did you see him with her last week? At the cafe?" My world tilted. I had trusted him. I had believed in us. And now, the illusion shattered in whispers, glances, and the soft hum of background music. I stood frozen, unsure whether to confront him publicly or escape the humiliation. Before I could act, he did something I didn't expect. James walked out. Not a word. Not a glance. Just silence. He turned, left the room, and the party continued around me. Laughter, music, clinking glasses, like nothing had happened. Shock and anger collided inside me. I wanted to scream, to cry, to demand an explanation right there, in front of everyone. But the party carried on, oblivious to the storm inside me. I followed him quietly, stepping outside into the cold night air. The city lights glowed softly, a stark contrast to the chaos inside my heart. "James!" I called, my voice shaking. He stopped, hands in his pockets, staring at the street ahead. I said nothing because there's nothing left to say. "What? How can you say that? You've been..." "Don't," he interrupted gently but firmly. "I know what everyone thinks. I know what you think. But I can't explain away a choice that wasn't mine to make anymore." I froze, tears stinging my eyes. "Choice? James, what are you talking about?" He looked at me for a long moment. "I can't be the person you think I am. I've been living a lie, and tonight, seeing everyone laugh, pretending everything's normal. I realized I couldn't do it anymore. I walked out because I refused to keep pretending. Not for you, not for anyone." The silence that followed was heavier than any argument, heavier than any betrayal. I felt every laugh inside the party as if it were a dagger to my heart. Then he added softly, almost too quietly for me to hear, "Maybe walking away will make you see the truth. About us, about yourself, about what matters." I stood there, shaking, feeling the weight of my own decisions and assumptions. The realization hit me like a wave. We had been drifting, blinded by routine and appearances. The party, the smiles, the laughter, none of it reflected the truth between us. I didn't run after him. I stayed in the cold night air, breathing, thinking, understanding. The betrayal wasn't just about him. It was about the illusions we both had allowed to exist. Hours later, after the party ended and the lights dimmed, I found myself sitting alone, reflecting. Pain and heartbreak were there, yes, but so was clarity. James had walked out in silence, but in that silence, he gave me a gift I didn't understand at first, the truth. Sometimes, people leave not because they don't care, but because they see that staying would perpetuate lies. And sometimes, the ones who remain must confront their own illusions, the truths they've avoided, the choices they've ignored. The next morning, I called him. Not to beg, not to demand, but to talk. To face the truth. To decide if what we had could survive honesty. And as I listened to him on the other end of the line, I realized something important. Betrayal and silence can shatter a moment, but clarity, courage, and understanding can rebuild everything, stronger than before. That night, James walked out, leaving the party laughing on. But in leaving, he opened a door to truth, self-reflection, and a chance to either rebuild or walk away with dignity. Sometimes, the most powerful moments in life aren't the ones filled with words. They're the ones filled with courage, honesty, and the silence that demands reflection.